Coming up next, Blox News on Roblox TV.
Hello and welcome to Blox News. My name is Jessica Carter. I'm happy to meet you. Let's start with the first subject. Zelensky warns that Trump meeting Putin first would be dangerous. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has warned that his US counterpart Donald Trump meeting Russian leader Vladimir Putin before him would be dangerous, as he admitted he had no guarantees from Trump that he would be first in line in peace talks. Zelensky spoke in a week when a phone call between Putin and Trump raised fears in Kyiv that it was being frozen out of negotiations, with the White House also downplaying the prospects of Ukraine joining NATO. Zelensky conceded that he was not happy that Trump's first call was with Putin. The Ukrainian leader warned that it would be even more dangerous, however, if Trump meets with the Russian president before him. Trump hasn't provided any commitment to meeting Zelensky first, the Ukrainian president told CNN. The US president did, however, understand the need to meet urgently to discuss concrete plans to end the war, Zelensky added. In an exchange which prompted laughter from the crowd, Zelensky also admitted to having told Trump that Putin is afraid of him. "I told Trump that Putin is afraid of him, and he heard me, and now Putin knows," Zelensky said wryly. The Ukrainian president added that Putin appears to be the biggest influence on NATO and reiterated that peace talks on ending the conflict could not go ahead without Kyiv's involvement. Right now, the most influential member of NATO seems to be Putin, because his whims have the power to block NATO decisions, Zelensky said. Ukraine will never accept deals made behind our backs without our involvement, and the same rule should apply to all of Europe, he added. No decisions about Ukraine without Ukraine. No decisions about Europe without Europe. Europe must have a seat at the table when decisions about Europe are being made, Zelensky continued. Zelensky warned the days of America's guaranteed support for Europe are over. "A few days ago, President Trump told me about his conversation with Putin. Not once did he mention that America needs Europe at that table. That says a lot," he said. "The old days are over, when America supported Europe just because it always had," he added. The Ukrainian leader spoke the day after US Vice President J.D. Vance eviscerated America's European allies at the Security Conference, in a speech that barely touched on the issue of Ukraine and a potential settlement of Russia. Yesterday here in Munich, the US Vice President made it clear decades of the old relationship between Europe and America are ending. From now on, things will be different, and Europe needs to adjust to that, Zelensky said. The Ukrainian president called for a united European army, as he acknowledged that the US may not continue to provide military support as it once did. "Let's be honest, now we can't rule out the possibility that America might say no to Europe on issues that threaten it. Many leaders have talked about Europe that needs its own military, an army of Europe," he said. "We are changing the topic and are going to talk about the launch of the Roblox TV website. The site will fully launch on Monday, February 17th. It will get major improvements and a better UI. You can discover the best stories on our new website." John Reynolds brings us the latest sport news. Hello, John.
Hello, everyone. These are the latest news in sport. World number 1. Jannik Sinner accepts 3-month ban from tennis to settle doping case. Jannik Sinner has accepted a 3-month ban from tennis to settle a case which has lingered over the sport for months after he twice tested positive for a banned substance. The World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, announced on Saturday. The men's world number one will be banned from February 9th to May 4th after twice testing positive for banned substance clostebol in March 2024, meaning that he will be eligible to play in the French Open, the next Grand Slam on the calendar. Sinner had previously avoided suspension from competition with the International Tennis Integrity Agency, ITIA, announcing in August that he wasn't at fault for the positive tests. Two samples collected 8 days apart at Indian Wells in March 2024 showed low levels of clostebol, an anabolic steroid. In a statement posted on social media in August, Sinner said the positive tests stemmed from inadvertent contamination of clostebol through treatment from his physiotherapist. The 23-year-old also said that his physio had been applying an over-the-counter spray to their own skin, not on Sinner, to treat a small wound.
Thank you, John. And how will the weather be?
Well, in Washington, D.C., 36 degrees Fahrenheit feels like 30 degrees snow shower high, 43 degrees low, 32 degrees sunrise, 6:58 a.m., sunset, 5:45 p.m., wind south-southeast 8 miles per hour, humidity 60%, pressure 1,030.82 inches. In New York, 29 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like 24 degrees, cloudy high, 37 degrees low, 29 degrees, sunrise, 6:49 a.m. sunset, 5:31 p.m. west.
Thank you, John. Blocks News ends here. Thank you so much for watching us today. You can find more news on our website, sites.google.com/view/RobloxTVNet. If you have any important information, feel free to send it to our email address, office.robloxtv@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.